Wilson gets it down from the middle for the Roos. And free kick for over the shoulder, said the umpire. So it's going to come back quickly to Jamie Phillips. He'll take the free kick just inside the centre square. He goes towards Wilson, the big fella, sticks his arms up, takes the mark at left half forward. About 50 out. And slide angle. We're going to have a good view of this as he kicks to the northern end in this first term for the Roos. He comes in now, gives himself half a show. He goes with a kick. It's close to the goals. It's through. That's a good kick. So Luke Wilson has started off nicely for the ANAKIE side. They kick there first inside the first minute. And they are 1 straight 6, and they lead CORIO yet to score. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
That's what you call quick movement in
It's
football.
a quick movement. They get 3 kicks and they're inside. That's it.
And actually, I was still trying to work out who wasn't in the side, Jason. All of a sudden, you've called Luke Wilson taking a mark. So he's obviously done the ruck work and pushed down the field.
He did.
Very nicely. So it's a quick response.
Oh, no. The CORIO runner was inside the centre square. So free kick.
Yeah, that was quick work.
Oh.
Luke Wilson again with the free kick, goes quickly into the forward line. Mark, and that's a good pair of hands out there. That's McEwen Walsh, is it?
Yep.
He's the one from West?
Yes.
West? Yes?
Yes, believe so.
So they had one in the first minute. They could have 2 in the first 2 minutes.
Could be a high-scoring game here
Well,
if they keep
let's
going
hope
like
the wind's
this.
blowing that way at this stage, but they can't afford to give away that start in the middle of the ground, CORIO, so they'll need to smarten themselves up in there. So McEwen Walsh steps in, left footer. Long kick at goal. Umpire just stands, looks up over his top of his head and says that is another goal. That is the second for ANAKIE now, and we have gone only 1 minute and 45 seconds into this first quarter, and they're going along very nicely.
They've only had about 6 kicks.
Yeah.
6 possessions, 2 goals. It's a good way of doing it.
Did the umpire... Was he ready to start there, was he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fairly quick call, that's all.
And the runner is right next to the coach right now. He's not going anywhere near the centre. So back to the middle again. Quick start by the Roos. Taylor goes up. Wilson gets it down nicely to Phyllis, who runs through the middle, handballs it away. Oh, no, it was a bit of candy there too that came. But they've turned it over now, and the Roos and the Devils can go forward. Kick quickly by Saddington. Inside 50. No mark taken by Burke. Ball spills free. Handball over the top. Towards the half-back flank for ANAKIE. Can they break free? I think that was Butcher. He gets it out wide towards the half-back flank. They draw the players in. A short little kick around the corner. Might be okay to Wilson on centre wing. His handball was chopped off. Gerard's there, though. Gets the handball to anybody in particular. McEwen Walsh. He leaves it in the end. And it came out through Cameron for ANAKIE. Goes towards half forward. The Devils fighting hard for it. Seddon got the handball backwards, and they go out wide. Saddington at half back. Kick, though, only as far as Wilson. He dropped the mark he should have taken. Now, handball sort of came out quickly. And 58 was Gillespie. Yeah. So he couldn't get it out. Left half forward for the Roos, and we'll have a ball up. Big pack around it too. Taylor and Wilson do the ruck work. They both go up. Taylor gets it down. Past Saddington. Handball came out quickly. Gerard running past for ANAKIE. Goes towards full forward. Tapped away at the back. And nobody can pick it up now. McEwen Walsh got the handball backwards. They're going backwards towards the 50. Phyllis. 40 out. Drew a player. Handballed it out further afield. Kenyon off a step. Goes towards goal. Misses. And through for 1 behind. So they go to 2-1-13, ANAKIE. They lead CORIO yet to score. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 4 minutes played.
A fair bit of pressure on the CORIO defence early in the game, but Chris Laurie now doing the kicking in duties. He come to the broadcast side of the box. He goes out wide. Mark will be taken out there. Yes, it will. Mark is by McEwen. Hope McEwen. He's called the play on now. Puts himself under a bit of pressure. Gives it to Seddon. He got into pressure too. Got the handball away. And the defensive work of the forwards from ANAKIE has been pretty good so far. They feed the ball out to Gerard. Goes over the top by hand. Ends up in the hands of Phyllis. Goes back. And he's been able to find a teammate there. He won the ball back. He's put himself under a bit of pressure. I think the ball's gone over the boundary line. Umpires let things go. Waiting for the whistle to blow. And it must be still in the field of play. Jason, get the
It is just. You know, it's a very long boundary line here. Very, very long wing.
Get in the side window here and have a look at what's going on.
That's how wide it is.
So ball up, says the umpire. Jamie Phillips is down there, but for the ANAKIE side. Ruck work is done. Ball comes out, and I think it's out of bounds in the full. Come off the foot there, and that was a Jeremy Dart. So it's Gerard that goes quickly into the forward line. Kick was not that great and ends up in the hands of Seddon. So Seddon, as we said, playing across the half-back line. The Corio side is just looking to bring the ball forward, asked to play onto the umpire, got the handball over the top. We'll get the 1-2 from Grace, and he looks to get the ball towards centre wing. Numbers are back here, and it's all ANAKIE, so the mark will be taken out here by Wilson. So Wilson looks across the ground. That's not a bad kick. Mark will be taken out there. Butcher goes further to the other side of the ground, and they continue to run. Goodwin leads in the race for the ball. Wanted to come back on his left side. Has a long kick. Goes into the forward line. Sluggett, McEwen Walsh, and it's out the back. It's Sluggett, and he takes the mark. Top of the goal square, Jeremy Sluggett. And he will go back and try and kick number 3 for the ANAKIE side. So from directly in front, as we said, 10 metres out. Kick is good. Umpire stands and looks straight back over his head. ANAKIE now have their third goal. It's 3-1 to the ANAKIE side. Corio yet to score. We have gone just on 6 minutes first quarter.
Good movement of the ball. Luke Wilson on this side of the ground was able to put it over to Jake Butcher at half-back, and they were able to get out there the fat side, and that was it, wasn't it? Once they got it up there, Sluggett. Hard to. He's a good mark, isn't he? Yeah. Even on the lead or in the square, he reads it well, doesn't he?
He's not in the best nick, Jeremy Sluggett, but I tell you what, his football hasn't changed at all the time I've known him, I reckon.
He knows how to play, doesn't
he? Yeah, especially around goal, he's dangerous. He'd be the type of bloke, if he got up around half forward, you'd let him go and worry about when he came back.
Back to the middle. Taylor and Wilson, they go up. Wilson gets it down to the middle. Rove, though, and did pretty well there in the end.
Dart.
Was Dart. Now they go towards full forward with the kick. Corio first sort of deep 50 entry. Carrick says back there. Ham balls it away dangerously. Ooh. They've coughed it up here. That's nearly a throw. The Devils in the goal square. Can they kick the goal? You betcha they can. And I think that's Trey Laurie.
It was.
It was. So he kicks his first, and the first for Corio. And that's a badly needed goal for the Devils. They're first, and they trail ANAKIE 3-1-19. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 7.5 played.
That was good because they put a bit of pressure on. They got the ball in quickly into their forward line, gave their forwards a bit of an opportunity, and then were able to maintain that pressure. And as I said, the ball came out. It probably should have been a free kick earlier because the handball definitely wasn't a good handball. And they've done pretty nicely and scored their first goal of the afternoon. So they are, as I said, one straight goal. They trail ANAKIE on 3-1. The ball back with the umpire in the middle of the ground. Seddon now obviously goes into the middle and has a run, so they must change a few off that half-back line. It's Wilson over the top, gets the ball out. Dart picks the ball up, or had it, and can't. There's a umpire says it's a free kick. So it goes to Dart. Short kick, it's under pressure from behind. The mark is taken out there. And that is Weagle. So we go short along the boundary line. Go on now with the Pope. The short, another long, low kick towards the boundary in the hands of Kenyon. So he's still outside their forward 50, delivers the ball back inside. Dangerous kick, but it's going to work out okay, although Grace thought he had it. Butcher intercepts the ball, goes into the forward line. His kick went astray, goes out the back. Chris Laurie is there, looks and kicks the ball back to the half-back line. Mark will be taken, and they will settle things down. Mitch Grace. Got numbers everywhere, Jason. Not sure where I'm looking at the moment, but he goes towards centre wing. Taylor set him a task. Ball stays in and now rolls over the boundary line, so we'll have a throw in on the defensive side of the centre wing for the Corio side. So Grace is out there, and the ruckwork over there for ANAKIE is Lewis. Grace holding front position, a big lad. Ball comes out, goes to Dart. He's able to shake the tackle, then runs inside defensive 50, goes back to Seddon. Went one way, then back the next. Not too sure where he wants to go. Goes over the top by hand. Little kick forward, goes back towards Grace. He's up in front. Good hands, takes the mark. So they've settled a little bit now, Corio side. Grace gets a handball out the back. Seddon is there. Goes towards centre half forward. Low flat click. Well, that was a bit of a push in the back there. Should have been a free kick to Corio. Goes towards Laurie, and that was young Tay. And he's got the ball back towards centre wing now. They look to go into the half-forward line. Again, kick too much on it. And the mark is going to be taken out there by Weagle. So he transfers play, comes across the ground. Player out here, and he's going to be able to pick it up. He left it behind. He's got pressure on him now. Sliding in for the ball is Ems. He's had to work pretty hard. Butcher emerged with the ball. Got the handball out. And it's running through Pope. He goes in towards the forward line. Mark is not taken. Sluggett comes up. Little tap along the ground, then goes back and collects it. puts himself under a bit of pressure, but he's able to keep the ball in front of himself. Still trying to pick the ball up. Picked up by Grace. Handball goes out. Taylor off one step. Oh, it's a good mark. And the mark has been taken out there again by Trey Laurie. Delivers the ball out wide. They pick the ball up. A little kick over the top. Goes back towards this goal square by Large in front. Ooh, maybe a free kick. There's a bit of a hole there. Again, they continue. The ball is kicked out of defence. And that was by White. So it runs towards the half-back line. They've got some numbers out there, and Mitchell gives the handball away. Goes to Lewis. Looks up. Across the ground, short, and the mark will be taken out there by Cameron. So Cameron now with the ball. Another short kick to Butcher, running through the middle. His short kick goes towards Gerard. They come up and meet the ball, but it's CORIO, and they do nicely through Cullen. Goes towards centre wing. The mark is taken out there, and that's Gillespie. He plays on. Another short kick. Good kicking. A mark not taken, though. They've let themselves down. They kicked the ball around the corner. That was Large. Didn't travel that far. The numbers there, get back, are ANAKIE. Ended up in the hands of Pope. Tried to pick the ball up and get rid of it in one foul swoop, but missed contact with the ball. They've been able to turn the ball over, the handball. I reckon there's a bit of perceived pressure out there, so it's picked up there by Burke, got the handball away, and it goes back towards Ems. He's not too sure which way it goes. Go back to Burke, off a step from the 50 line, goes inside. Mark not taken, gets to ground, picked up by Butcher. Out the back, Weagle. He kicks round the body to the half-back line, and Lewis playing out there by himself, and he will take the mark. Told to settle down, the umpire, and he goes short over the top. Mark is taken, far side of the ground, just in front of the club rooms here at CORIO. So ANAKIE with possession of the ball. Gerard has pushed down the ground. That's the direction the ball went in. Coming the other way was Seddon, who taps the ball over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in on centre wing, far side of the ground from where we sit, or club room side. And we have ticked over nearly 12 minutes, and it is CORIO 1 straight goal. They trail ANAKIE on 3-1.
So boundary throw in, centre wing out of side. Taylor over the back. Neither ruckman really get an effective tap. Ball spills free to Seddon, gets out the back, gives himself a bit of time, gives it to Dart. Going to get wrapped up. No, he gets around Sluggett, kicks it back inboard. Might be okay. It is. Mark taken there by Saddington. He goes wide, handball. They've done okay across half back. They go towards Luscombe at half forward, just on the ground. He can't pick it up. He's got some support though. And they break free. That's holding the ball. That's a great tackle. Yeah, that was Alex Edwards who put the tackle on there. So he'll take the free kick at half back. He chips the ball to Weagle. Takes the mark. Still across defensive 50. Comes back this side. 24 not on the team list either, mind you.
I reckon that's one of the brothers, isn't it? Gerard. That's the other Gerard, maybe.
So the ball on centre wing, not on the team list either, so fine. Now the ball comes back. Off a step at centre wing was Edwards. Goes in. Weagle did nicely, made it better than it was. Goes inside 50, but he's turned the ball over. Laurie takes the mark. Chips the ball short. Is just okay. And they can get it out board now, and they go with the kick. Came from Burke, goes out wide. Close to the boundary line there for Taylor, the big fella. And probably best for him to see it over the line, and he does in the end. The boundary throwing about 55 around from the ANAKIE goal. So 13 and a half played, first term. Throw in, right half forward for ANAKIE. Boundary umpire waiting for the footy to come back from over the fence. You find him.
I think it is Gerard.
It is?
It's Michael Gerard, yeah.
Is he on the list though?
No, not there, but
That's good. Boundary throw in now. The Devils fighting hard for it. Was that a trip? The umpire said no play on. Oh, CORIO under pressure inside defensive 50. Need to pick the footy up. Can't do so. Ball nearly comes out to Phyllis. Kavanagh in there as well. Devils at the back. Gerard's in there as well. And now comes to Kavanagh again. About 15 out. He handballs over the top. Vacant in the goal square. They've got the numbers. They go backwards to Kenyon off a step. He kicks it around the corner and he hasn't made the distance. Laurie picks it up in the back pocket. Handballs it underneath. Might end up getting it himself. Burke, he was there as well. It's off hands and out of bounds for a throw in. Dart couldn't keep it in. So boundary throwing. About 20 around from the ANAKIE goal. Played 14 and a half in this first term. ANAKIE 3-1-19. They lead CORIO 1 straight 6.
so umpire about to restart play, about 20 around from the goal square. CORIO trying to defend this ball, getting it out of the area. It's picked up nicely. Burke tries to get his way through, got the handball away. Put his teammate under a bit of pressure, though. Oh, that's a nice, strong tackle. Umpire lets things go. Now he comes in and says no. He's going to come back, and he will take possession of the ball. So about 40 out from the goal, ANAKIE's goal. It's a ball down, comes down, coming through. Lewis got the handball out to Kenyon. Kenyon goes back. Got his teammate, Weagle, I think it was. That was good. Ends up to Phyllis. Back to Weagle. Steps inside 50. Loads up and goes straight for goal. And I tell you what, that looked pretty good off the boot himself. So Daniel Weagle from centre half back has kicked his first goal of the afternoon. And that is 4-1 now to the ANAKIE side. They lead CORIO one straight goal. Ticked over 15 and a half first quarter.
Changes are plenty everywhere.
Yes.
Both sides.
Now, Weagle, he's a Lara boy, isn't he?
He's a Lara boy. Yes. Coached their career club too last season.
Okay.
Yep. So, good finish by Daniel Weagle. Back to the middle. Wilson and Taylor again. Umpire throws high in the air too. Taylor gets it down. Cullen in the middle. Can't take it with him. Pack develops with Gerard. Tackled. The umpire will come in with a secondary bounce. High throw up again. Wilson favours him. Down to Gerard. Gives it back to Wilson. Runs through the middle. Oh, it's a training drill. Phyllis. 55 out. Right foot kick. Open goal. Square bang. There you go. That's the way to do it from the middle. Jamie Phyllis kicks his first of the afternoon. And the fifth for ANAKIE. They go to 5-1-31. They lead CORIO 1 straight 6. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 17 minutes played. It's easy footy like that, isn't it? And you can get it through the middle.
Yeah, it's like as I said, they did it early.
Yeah, and then they stopped. Yeah,
CORIO's level just increased a little bit, and then it's just as if they've
just
sort
that
of
pressure,
dropped
isn't it?
off. Yeah. That was
around
just
the footy.
A little bit too easy through the middle of the ground there, though. So they need to work on that. If they can stop that clearance, early clearance from the middle of the ground, it will give their defenders some chance. But when they're running free like that, it's going to make it difficult. So we're back in the middle with the umpire now, and again, their ruck work. Wilson, he goes up and gets the ball down. Anthony Grace thought I'd just stand back and get the ruck work from him, but kicks the ball into the half-forward line. Gerard over the top. This is Michael Gerard. Ends up there in the hands of Wright. He goes quickly into their forward line. Kick wasn't good. Going across Butcher. Nice clean pick-up. Has an option outside. Missed the first one. Has a player out the back. I think that was, I'm not too sure.
I think that's Kyle Connor Kent, is it?
Okay.
I think.
47. It could have been too.
Yeah.
Jason might be right up there. So you got 47 on or 46?
He's got 46 on, but he's 46 in the record.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that must be it. So
yep, he's 46.
Okay, thank you. Butcher missed a kick this time. Ends up in the hands of Wilson coming through. Got a boot to ball. Went back out to where the ball came from. Runs towards the boundary and will go over and will be thrown back in. Centre wing, club room side of the ground. Like it's going to be Lewis doing the ruck work on the far side of the ground, and he's up against Grace. Ruck ball comes down. Gerard, he comes through. This is Brad, a little poke along the ground. Picked up by Burke coming the other way. Good defensive work. Goes out wide. Mark not taken. Gets out the back. Numbers are with ANAKIE. Weagle. Nice kick across the ground, and that's going to be a good position because Edwards has taken the mark. Has a player inside, goes by hand, has Wilson, player further outside him, goes in that direction now, and it's Cameron, needs to pick the ball up. He's got a little bit of pressure arriving now. CORIO, they did nicely, they've held him up. Ball comes out though, and again, it's Lewis up over the top. Wright had him and didn't let him go. Phyllis is there, he's tackled, brought to ground. They've tightened up a little bit again, so that's good work, and there's going to be a ball up to take place on the centre wing, far side of the ground from where we sit again. Lewis doing the ruck work up against Grace. Not a clear tap from either player. And a pack is redeveloped, and there's going to be another ball up to take place. Same position as the last. So both the 27s go at the ball. This time it's Grace that gets up over the top, kicked off the ground, went further afield there. That was by Large, goes into the half-forward line. They chase the ball out, picked up out there on the far side. Handball is given away. So ANAKIE just trying to run the ball from the fence. They go short to Butcher. Will need to be good. They've got that player free now in the goal square, so they go across the goals. And that was dangerous, but ends up in the hands of White. Goes to Gerard, and this is Michael. He kicks on the left boot. Good use to find Wilson. Edwards makes a little bit of space. Ball kicked up over the top. Kenyon's in front. Good spoil from behind. going through. McEwen Walsh, the ball comes back to the front of the contest, picked up by Kenyon. Looks for the handball back inside, has Weagle running in that direction. Looks up, goes low, goes flat, and great kick. Mark has been taken out there and said that's Connor Kent. So he's inside 50. And he goes short, and the player pushing forward was Phyllis, I think, and he has taken a mark. Not too sure he's any closer to goal, but it might be a better kick from the distance. So Jamie Phyllis now has one for the afternoon so far. From about 45 to 40 metres out, he kicks at goal. It goes a little bit right off the boot and will stay out there. So 1-1 now to Jamie Phyllis. 5-2 to the ANAKIE side. They lead CORIO one straight goal. We have gone about 21 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
Chris Laurie, the footy at full back for the home side. Plays on, goes wide looking for Seddon. Puts a hand up, can't take it with him. Ball came over the top quickly. I don't know who's number 4?
That was that's Smith, Ben Smith.
Oh, that's Ben Smith.
And Luskin brought the ball back inside, but it ends up with Wilson now back in the middle of the ground for ANAKIE. He goes long and flat into towards the forward line. McEwen Walsh couldn't take the mark. Ball comes to the front of the contest. Gerard gets the ball away, goes towards Kenyon. Left foot kick was smothered. Ends up in the hands of his teammate there, and that was Cameron. Gets the ball out to Phyllis. Phyllis has a player wider. They go to that player in Pope. Looks to the forward line. A little bit too much weight on the ball. Gets over the top. Seddon playing the goalkeeper. Picks the ball up. Uses it nicely and brings it back in. Mark has taken it the centre back position by Ems. He plays on and goes into Gus Archuni. As we said, fittest looking Gus I've seen for a long, long time. So Gus now at centre half back. Clicks the ball straight down the ground, goes looking for Burke. He's in front, can't take the mark. Nice rove off the contest. Butcher gives the handball away, and I think Goodwin, goes to the half forward line, and then a mark has been taken out there. And Rhodes now has the ball. He's got Gerard short, but he decides to go to Sluggett, and he comes up and takes the mark. Now he would be in range, Jeremy Sluggett. Gives it to Weagle, who's standing beside him. He loads up and kicks towards goal. A little bit generous, and that's well off mark. I would have stayed with Sluggett, I think. And that's out of bounds to the full, so we have a free kick going to CORIO. Waiting for the ball to come back in now. Chris Laurie decides to play on. He goes straight down the ground, but the kick is okay because Flaccavento has got the ball and marks it on the third grab. So Flaccavento at centre half back for the CORIO side. He's not got too many options there. He has Seddon, gives the ball to him now. Handball comes over the top. He's going to get the 1-2, although they ignore that. They run themselves back into trouble here. They go back and wide. Mark is not taken out there by Cullen. He's able to go back and collect it now. He's got support. So he kicks the ball up, and from the back pocket, McEwen Walsh just come across his boot, took that away from him. Ends up in the hands of, who was that? That kicked the ball in the body then.
So I think it's Rhodes, is it?
It could be. Actually, you're right there, Jace. So Rhodes got the handball and has kicked the goal. 6 goals, 2 now to the ANAKIE side. And CORIO, they are one straight goal. And we have ticked towards 24 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
Good pressure from the ANAKIE forwards there. Kept the ball in deep.
Put a bit of pressure on themselves on the CORIO side, though, didn't they? They
did.
Could have given it to Seddon running towards, away from goal. They went backwards.
They ran around, didn't they?
Yeah, they've got to learn to give and get, I think.
So back to the middle. Wilson and Taylor still in the middle for both teams. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Wilson gets it down nicely. Rove, though, by Smith. He's wrapped up by Gerard straight away. Ball spills free. Devils get it towards half forward, but Weagle, who's had a day out so far, runs across half back, measures the footy inside. Might be okay. It is. Mark taken by Kenyon. Gets it out wide with the handball. Weagle had followed up. He gets it out further to Pope. Kicks around the corner to Gerard. Unattended. 55 out. Goes to the left foot kick inside. Is okay as well. And the last goal scorer has the mark. 45 out from goal. Nearly directly in front. Mason Rhodes.
Is Weagle in the squad?
I'll tell you what, if he's not, he should be. He looks good, doesn't he?
Looks right. I know he's playing pretty much a lot on his own back here at half back, but
He uses the ball well, doesn't he?
yeah, and just reminds me of Dean Talbot a bit the way he moves and just
Yes.
reads the play, and
Yeah.
or the bloke that actually plays centre back for Thompson.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Mr. Wiseman.
Yeah, just very similar in their way they do things.
Rhodes comes in, misses it to the far side, so 1 goal, 1 his tally. They go to 6-3-39 ANAKIE, lead CORIO 1 straight, and we play 25 first term, Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
Do you know a young person making a big difference in our community?
So Chris Laurie
Nominations
now
for
about to
the
bring the ball
annual
back in
Geelong
the
Youth
fullback
Award
position.
are closing soon.
And he's,
From arts and music
got
to
the ball,
sport, social
just waiting
justice.
now, and he's going to deliver the ball towards the half-back line. Burke in front, doesn't take the mark. His brother come in behind, but ends up in the hands of Wilson, goes back and short, but his kick is a bit too much weight on it, and the mark has been taken in defence by CORIO. So CORIO, they bring the ball back towards Taylor. He's up, doesn't get the first grab at ground levels. Is picked up there, handball from Gillespie, gets the handball out, didn't hit his target. Carrick stays underneath the contest, and he is tackled, and the umpire will come in and we'll have a ball up. Not too far away from the CORIO box here. Thrown up by the umpire. Wilson up over the top, gets it down. Taken cleanly there by Ebel. Got the handball out to Wilson. Little kick around the boundary line. Found Edwards. I'm not too sure he got the ball to him, but he did. So it's Edwards now. Still outside their forward 50. Little short kick was good also. Mark has been taken out there. And this time it's by Mitchell. So Mitchell has got some shorter options. He's going to ignore them so far. Still got Kenyon there. But again, he's going to go back and now steady himself for goal. So he obviously thinks he can get the distance. So Mitchell hasn't got one
Mitch
today.
Gavin.
Oh, it is. It is too.
Mitch Gavin.
Oh, I thought I'll Gavin Mitchell there. That'll be no long for Grubby. Thank God he's not listening to that. So it's Mitch Gavin just kicks the ball, and he has got the goal, and that's the 7th. So they're 7-3 now, ANAKIE. They lead CORIO on 1 straight goal. 27 gone, first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
Gavin Mitchell.
I think that sounded right.
That's funny. Yeah, good one. So Mitch Gavin kicks his first. Back to the club after a stint at Bellpost Hill.
Did you go to Bell Park at some stage?
Yeah, I think so.
And did you go to Lara?
Yeah, maybe. He's been around. Back at Rose now. So Lewis in the middle. Gets it down. Phyllis for ANAKIE. Handballs it away quickly on the up to that man there, Gavin. Gavin Mitchell. Mitchell Gavin. And a ball towards half forward for ANAKIE. Over the shoulder, said the umpire. CORIO with the free kick. Across half back. Smith gets it out wide. What's it okay? Seddon, left foot kick around the corner. Weagle reads the better. Having a day out, Dan Weagle. Kicks it back inboard. Beautiful kick to Mason Rhodes. Wheels on the left. Now the crowd of the man on the outside. Edwards takes the mark. He just holds it up. Got Gerard short. Okay, Grubby's listening. Burke takes the mark at centre half back for CORIO. This is Jason Burke. Goes out wide to centre wing on the outer side. And Pope was there first and got the kick back inboard for ANAKIE. Goes back towards Smith at half back for CORIO. Oh, he ran into trouble. He ran and he dropped the footy. The umpire said, yes, he did. Free kick. He's going to come back. I think it's Connor Kent with the free kick.
Connor Kent.
Don't go there, Dale. Don't go there. He's listening. Right, forward pocket, northern end of the ground, about 40 out from goal. He's going to go on the left. He's called to play on now. Oh, he kicks into the man on the mark who followed up there is the siren for quarter time. And it will show ANAKIE at 7-3-45. And CORIO are 1 straight 6. Goal kickers Dale at quarter time.
Yes, all singles so far. Trey Laurie is the sole goal kicker for CORIO. And for the ANAKIE side, we've got Phyllis, McEwen Walsh, Wilson, Weagle, Rhodes, Mitch Gavin, and Jeremy Sluggett.
So ANAKIE 7-3-45, lead CORIO 1 straight 6 at quarter time. We'll take a break, come back, second quarter action after this on 94.7 The Pulse.